Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Pounded on their windshield until the teens threw the jackets out the car window. Then Doolittle supposedly shot him in the back as Levy walked away. White repeated the conversation he says he had with Doolittle after the shooting.
He said, look, you shot him.
And what did he do?
Started laughing.
Levy had been married only 4 days when he was shot.
But I always had my dreams of my Prince Charming. I found him. And it's hard to believe, but I did. And I believe in fairy tales because he made my dreams come true. And they took that away.
White will be testifying against all 3 of his buddies in exchange for a maximum sentence of 12 years.
There'll be paperwork on the snitch, homie. It ain't no rat without no paperwork. It ain't no such thing as an anonymous snitch. February of 2020, homie, last year, I got with Dallas Global and a few other media outlets. So I put out a little old reward, man, $25,000 reward, man. But yeah, nah, homie, I ain't no informant. I ain't no. That's internet talk, right? That's where all the lame on the internet, homie.
First, he said he ain't never told him anybody can give any paperwork on him. He'd give him $25,000. He ain't gave up the money yet, huh? I'm just asking out for Texas to give us, man, that brother don't need to just be in prison just because another man comes every year and say they don't want him out.
Wow. Hey, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Well, you know, make sure you guys share and like and everything you're supposed to do. But we had to talk about it. Me and OG had spoke on it a couple of days ago, far as just personally toward one another. But this Charleston White situation is resurfacing because of old footage that OG had already depicted on. OG, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We up here this morning.
Good morning. And so, as you can see, and I sent it to you. Of course, you got flooded with different messages from everybody because of you already had spoke on this before this video resurfaced about this about the snitching of Charleston White, which of course he embraced it, but there's footage where he says he didn't ever snitch. There's footage where he said he snitched and you know, or he never snitched and he paid $25,000. You came to Texas, you came and pretty much came to pick up or put it out there. Hey, we got all the paperwork right here. So just tell me, how did you already know these things before it happened and what it was when you seen the video?
Well, first of all, Jimmy the Cricket, when he started off talking about how he killed a white man, that's when he started talking.
Yeah, sure did.
About the Crips in LA and he killed a white man and he did this. And look in his one eye, look, he wasn't no killer. So he felt that his record, because he was a juvenile, that his record had been sealed and that nobody could pull. He said, could nobody pull no paperwork on him because he didn't snitch on nobody. He did the killing, but he did a Keefy D. He didn't know that these white folks are not loyal to you. They're not telling you the truth. So myself and Melvin Farmer got to digging and went to Doolittle and got Doolittle's appeal. And his appeal had the transcript, and we bought the transcript with the 396 pages where Charlie testified, got arrested with the police, took the police to where the gun was, showed him the gun, and got on the stand. Oh, when I said it, nobody took the paperwork to the little fat boy, Cam Capone, that you introduced us to. He was scared to death. You ran it, but now just because I said it, nobody, I didn't care nothing about them. That the man was a live rat. So America is not loyal to black Americans. Now white America then put the film footage. They didn't record it. He never thought that they would record his little funny looking butt, but they got him.
Okay, and you said something. So you're saying this same Antoine Doolittle that he's pointing out from the stand that's sitting there in court, he points him out that day and you're saying that you guys went and got with him to get his appeal paperwork?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And once y'all got the appeal paperwork, that's what you started. Really, you was giving us the exact thing that is being said here in court by Charleston White.
We came to your program and did the exact words. Did it on Cam Capone. When I first I had the police report, and when I had the police report, a friend from Oregon had pulled the police report and didn't want to be identified. So Charlie told him that the paperwork was false and that it wasn't revealed. So Cam Capone brought us back. Well, man, she didn't want to, he said that the paperwork that we gave false information, he's going to sue us. And so we went and got the transcript. Whatever you do, if you have a crime partner or you have a position that you turn state evidence on somebody, no matter what, they tell you they sealing your record, they can't find, no, they cannot find it on you. But the co-defendant, anybody in the case that you testified against, when you go in to the county court of records, you can go into the criminal court and ask for the appeal transcript. That's public record. And you pay the money, they're going to give you his appeal transcript, and everything I said, you said, is going to be in that appeal transcript.
Something you said that I remember when you flew down and you came on Boss Talk 101, and you said, and I don't know how you knew this, but you said, or either Melvin, it could have been either one of y'all, but I think it was you, that said that Charleston White was going down to that prison every year when every time the guy come up for parole. Explain to me what you were saying and how you even knew that.
The attorney told us that.
Okay, attorney told you what?
The attorney says that Charleston White, every time Doolittle came up for review, that he was being denied because Charleston White came to the Texas Board of Prison Terms and testified that he would be a danger if he came to the street. And so after pointing him out in court, after he's been locked up for what, 40 years, 30 something, almost 40 years? Since 1991.
Since 1991, he's been locked up. And you're saying consecutively that Charleston White, according to this attorney, goes down there and campaigns pretty much for them not to let him loose. And
not to let him loose.
And I also heard you guys say that the lady gave Doolittle as well. Is that recorded?
The victim's wife came to Board of Prison Terms, allegedly. I wasn't there, but from the testimony, she said she forgave Doolittle for everything that he did.
But
that's in y'all's Texas paper.
And that's huge. But even though she did that, you saying that attorney allegedly, or the attorney told you guys that Charleston White goes down there periodically every time this guy comes up for parole and says he should not be released.
Right. Now, let me say this in Charlie's defense. And I don't want to defend Charlie at all. I don't want to defend it, but the truth is the light. Charlie said something one day on an interview about them boys talking about I kept him and I'm going down there. Yeah, I did this and I did that. But until he stopped fucking them boys, when he said stop fucking them boys, I said, wait a minute. So I got in contact, and he has disciplinaries for rape and assault. You don't go home on that.
Oh, okay. So even though Charlie was going down there, that wasn't what really was.
That's not the main reason, man. That boy he went to prison at he was 17 at the time. He probably hadn't even had sex with a girl. Over 20, 30 years, boy started looking good. I understand. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely get it, but you guys still. So did you know or you didn't know when you came down with the campaign
I didn't know anything about. I didn't know anything about the sexual assault. The attorney never told us anything about that, and it doesn't say it in the. It just talks about how he was testified in the court report. I never got the CDC appeal on his parole, right? So once we got the paperwork and understood it was Charlie, when he mentioned it, the next time when we called and I asked the attorney what was the ramifications of and the basis of his denial, and the attorney told us that Mr. Doolittle had numerous cites against him for pressure, sexual assault, and a sodomy.
Wow.
It knocked me out the water then. I'm done.
Okay, and man, you've been all over this, but let me ask you this: when I see Charleston White did respond and said he rich anyway, that this stuff don't really matter about him snitching, but I could see it that he had some type of it was a discomforting type conversation. When he was saying it, he said it, but I could see that it was discomforting to even deal with that. According to how I've been around him, it seemed somewhat discomforting. I don't know why, because I kind of agree with him, and that's hard for me. But I agree with him. I don't think it really. I don't see how. I just don't know how this would even affect him with the magnitude of things that he's dealing with and the stuff that he's done.
It affects him majorly now because he's in hot water with everybody.
Okay.
So now all that reach that he had, he's getting ready to go all the way down to a puddle. He ain't got no hell of a hustle unless he get in the circus and start juggling with one.
Wait. So you saying this, and how does this bring him all the way down?
Because now he done all this pumping, and he just said alpha baby, and that he don't care nothing about it. And he said this about Nipsey, and nobody from the West Coast did nothing to him. Now Texas has an obligation, because now you see, which y'all don't care what another Negro say, but
yeah,
a white man said, and put it on nationwide news of his little ugly with his little George Jefferson nostril. Got him sitting there singing like Al Jolson singing "Mammy." Now ain't nobody want him on no podcast now. Now he's a plague.
Okay, and so I get what you're saying, because he, you didn't know for sure, but this kind of blatantly puts it out there what type of situation he was really in, and how, because it says it on the end of that video how he testified against all three. So he did all the testifying against everybody, and basically it exposes that fact, and he's been pretty much, I guess if he hadn't tried to hide it somewhat in the midst of some of the podcasts, like the one I just shared, that maybe, I guess, if he hadn't done that, it wouldn't have affected him. He just took on the whole snitch operation, but he tried to deflect.
If he had just kept his mouth shut about that child being murdered, he could have kept on with his shenanigans.
Oh, so you say that's the big punch that when he said that, which that was awful.
Yeah, so, right. That cooked his goose. Then white America.
So you think they just dropped this after that because of the sickness of what he had done? That somebody dropped this video and it just came out of nowhere.
All the hunting that we did, I never knew it had been recorded. If they wasn't recording trials in '91 like that.
Exactly, and it's clear. It's a clear. Somebody dropped this from inside. This was definitely not dropped from nobody outside.
No, it wasn't. This was white America. One of them judges or somebody in the court gave a court. Here, put this out. We tired of Jimmy the Cricket running around here.
Wow. Well, hey, guys, get in the comments. Thank you, OG. Get in the comments, guys. Let us know what you think about this video that's resurfaced, and how you feel about the effects of how it will have on the internet presence of as he say, what you call him? Boy, you have names for every Jimmy the Cricket. Charleston White, man. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.